What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live, season 8, episode 4. Camera's off a little bit still. It was bugging me earlier. Yeah, I need a haircut. It bad. Feels like it outside. Feels like it. All right, let's see. Sound and stream, we're good. Okay, thank you, dang it, Wes, for the update. Let's go ahead and get assembled because we have things to do. Terribly important things to do. Lock force assemble! You know, I've lost a chicken. I don't know where it went. It disappeared. I noticed it like a week and a half ago. It's just gone. I lost my chicken. What's up, y'all? No, I don't have flip-flops on. I've just got loafer shoes. That's what I wear on Saturdays up here since I don't really work. I mean, I am working technically, but not like, out there. It has been busy as heck, so I hadn't had a whole lot of time to do stuff. I was hoping to maybe film the third part of the Master Key series this afternoon because, as you can tell, last name Table, first name Clark there, just had the chest, the safe deal doodad thingamabob that we were working on last week. It occurred to me, if you were here last week, we had a problem with the replacement tubular locks from LSDA. I don't know if it's by design, but whatever the case was, the little round disc was keeping the cam from sitting well, to my liking anyway. So I'm going to give those back to our rep next time he comes by. So here, this ain't right. But I realized that I had some long time ago when I was able to. Luckily, I bought a bunch of gumball machine locks. Gumball machines have the screwy type lock at the top of them to screw down onto the 1/4-inch rod to hold the gumballs in, but there's also a change drawer in them that uses a cam lock. Guess what? The cam lock worked almost perfectly. Yeah, I put it in. The cam was set back just far enough because it just barely catches that it wouldn't deactivate it. So I was locked out. But guess what? You can just poke a rod through the back hole and trip the latch and open it up. So even if we would have been locked out, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Once I peeked through the back hole that's conveniently there for hanging on a wall or mounting to a wall, then you can just bloop the latch. If it was a deadbolt, that'd be a whole different story. And on that topic, it is a Digilock. I think it's a KLL model, which has been discontinued for a long time. Pulled the PDF on it, uses this little key. I was thinking, and now they've got some pretty awesome sounding locks now. Very complicated, too. They've got very complicated locks that you can Bluetooth and everything, same that would probably retrofit. Anyway, long story short, the gears are stripped. I can't get the key that they use because they're discontinued. They're not going to keep selling the keys forever, making you replace the lock. So short of replacing the whole electronic lock with a new one, which it's for somebody that we don't charge, so that's like the least of their problems. It's like way down the top. They got hundreds of mouths to feed, so that's like way down on their list of things needed, right? So we're just gonna go key bypass. The bubblegum machine was set too far back, so I realized that I had some spacers, a double D cutout with a little square, typically used on filing cabinets or when it's kind of messed up around the area. Or just as a spacer. Worked out perfect. Excellent. Perfect. Tubular lock, and it has a little ball in the middle of it to keep you from drilling. Easily. Yeah, easily. So it slips off the ball and screws you up. There are ways around that pretty easy, but we're not going to get into that. Anyway, works out great for what they need it for, and I got to go wipe the table off. Literally right before live started, I moved it so that I could move the table so that I could get to my whiteboard because I need my effing whiteboard to do a Master Key System series video. And I just haven't been able to in the last week, so that's that. I don't know. It's supposed to hit at 3 o'clock. Like 3 o'clock's the magic number. All the warnings are at 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It was drizzling a little bit ago. It'll be fine if the rain stays away, but the rain's supposed to start at 3. And it's cold. It's not freezing temperatures, but it feels like freezing temperatures. Right now it's 38 and climbing looks like up to about 40. But don't be fooled because it feels like 29. 39 feels like 10 degrees less than it actually is. So literally outside right now it feels like negative 836 degrees, thus my thumbnail. We don't like this shit. This is bullshit. It's bullshit. Go. Go. That way is north, so I'm like, yeah, I got a heater right here. Right. It's coming from that way. Okay, everybody, if everybody in the South would do this right now, we might have a chance. It's kind of like my hurricane theory. You get your box fans and you point them south, and it helps. It's got to help, right? If everybody would do it. Do I want that to rotate or do I want it to bake my legs? Yeah, I want it to bake my legs. Rain starting at 1. Shut it, Wes. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. 80% chance at 1. It's wintry mix from 12 to 1 p.m. with thunderstorm expected at 1 p.m. Oh my God. I may not get a chance to film. I really would like to film it just in case we'll go out of power, you know. I've done charged up all my batteries. I still got rubber gloves and safety goggles sitting up front. I got to go get those. We're gonna move a camera up front here in a minute. What else? What else do I have? Kim said bring the ice chest home. I don't know why, because we have a small deep freeze. We ended up a couple of years ago. We were like, I'm tired of this. We need a deep freeze to get certain things out of the way. Bags of ice to bring up here because I still haven't brought my refrigerator up here. Anyway, yeah, that's. The deep freeze hasn't been defrosted. You know, you got to defrost them every so often. So it's kind of built up with ice, which is actually good right now. So I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's going to be out of ice, weirdly enough. But if it's cold enough, like, just take your shit outside, right? Eskimos did it for years. Literally, if it's 30 degrees outside, you can take all your ketchup and your mustard and your condiments and just set them outside. If the Eskimos can do it, or Gumby, or all y'all up there, you know, you're not really Eskimos, but you're close enough. Then why can't you? I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. It's so cold, Amazon sent you a barrel of maple syrup unprompted. That's great. That's terrific. What's up, G-Key, man? Wind chill's negative 48. That's ridiculous. Yeah, we're going to wake up and it's going to, hopefully we'll still have the electricity. That's what we're all worried about. We're not worried about nothing because it's Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Roads were empty this morning coming in. Uh, so the only thing that we're worried about here in Jackson, Mississippi, is fucking power. Please, power, please, power, please, power, stay on. And the trees. Please, trees, please, trees, please don't fall over. And the pipes for the most part. But as long as you just drip your water, it's all right. So we're just not built for this. It's not a thing. And we don't like this. Sign to the south. So there's the whole premise of today's thing. But I understand y'all there's other like Memphis and all that, and they're gonna be real bad. So knocking on wood that the pink schlong, this is literally in the forecast. If you look at the weather thing, there's a pink schlong like going right over us. So we're gonna get like the outside effects of that pink stretch of weather. Super weird. Scrolling back up on the comments. What's up, everybody? 07 Silverado. What's up? Miko Wolf. Yeah, Miko always laughs at me, but like they stay snowed under 16 months out of the year, I think. I've seen the dog pictures. Iceville, North Carolina. Yeah, y'all are gonna get slapped pretty good in that schlong. John Teague, what's up? Oh, hey, J-Bot. Useless J-Bot. I know the snowplows just came through, took care of everything. It was great. It was funny that they so like 2-3 years ago, and I think I've pulled the clip up here before. Uh, they actually videoed the news actually videoed a road worker. There's an intersection, the biggest interstate intersection in Jackson, in a fairly large radius from here anyway, too, because it's two major interstates crossing each other. He was out there throwing salt out like he was feeding chickens, like on this 3-lane interstate. Homeboy just walking around throwing out salt. It was hilarious. So they've been rolling around and gathering salt and sand, and I was like, sand? What the fuck are you doing with sand? I thought that made it slipperier. Like icy sand sounds super dangerous. Uh, so they pre-prepped the roads, and then it rained real well and washed it all away a couple of days ago. We just don't know nobody around here knows what the hell to do. New house here at 7. Western Oklahoma 7. Snow starting in again. If we were prepared, I would be more cool with it. We need the second half of the story video on that thing. I started to film it, but I didn't end the video. I've gotten into a bad habit of not ending videos. So I may, before they come pick it up, just do that. Because a lot of it I couldn't even get, I can't get a good view. But yeah, I'll pull something up, because I do want to point out the Digilock brand. I've never really paid attention to it, but they got some pretty cool cabinet lock stuff. Supervisor positions and full deal access control for cabinets. So I kind of want to email them and be like, hey, yo, you know, you want some video coverage of something and push sales for it. Send me a lock and retrofit for these people that have these things. I may start selling them myself, although I've never run across those before, but I can see some other instances because they have like heavy duty looking deadbolt versions. Now that I know, I'm going to investigate it further. Going to be on the tubular locks. Well, I do want to show them to my... I've got more over there. I didn't look at the other links to see if there was a circle on them. I still want to show them to my supplier, and I'll ask him what he wants. He's going to want to take at least... He's probably going to want to take them both for me to get a credit. I mean, even though I've had them here forever, that doesn't necessarily mean the return policy would be... Like, we can keep shit around here forever. I thought it's been a while since I bought those, so like that's a credit. And they need to know, even though it's been forever, and they're telling how many they've sold since then. I don't know. I feel like that's a factory glitch, and they need to know. But I've got other tubular locks too. Do you need tubular locks for a reason, or do you? Oh, my back is getting better from my ladder incident. Fred, it was negative 25 when you woke up. It'd never better be negative anything here. MSC, gotta go to the store before he gets snowed in. Kim, I saw went early. Not for bread or milk though. Hopefully she did, because we did use some bread yesterday, and it's important to have bread. Got a job today. Guy replaces lock and can't get the new one to work. Well, you know, DIY sometimes doesn't work real well. James, can I use that quote? I just saw it again. So cold, Amazon sent me a barrel of maple syrup unprompted. Can I use that? I want to use that quote. Wild Bill, single digits there, and you feel lucky compared to... I forgot to wear my long johns today too. Usually I wear some tight spandex things, my yoga pants underneath my jeans, and these jeans actually have holes in them. I'm being like hip Jason today with the torn up jeans, and when it's really just Jason's torn up jeans from work. So they're a little drafty, and I was stupid for not putting on my yoga pants. How do you think you keep your pop cold? Your Coke cold? Your pop. Ah, it scrolled, damn it. I was trying to read the comments and keep up with the chat, and you just... Shut up, J-Bot. Hey, Abellock, what's up? We have a Joe Douglas unboxing today. Joe Douglas sent me something. What's up, Zoe? Firefighter. He used a flatbed truck. Sand traction for the flip-flops. The flip-flops is more of a like a New Orleans thing. Or Florida. Not that we don't wear flip-flops here, but you're far more likely to see people in Crocs than flip-flops. These sand roads there does help with the traction. Okay. Yeah. You want to build a jig with the pins, but don't want to buy a whole kit. When you meant kit, you want to build a kit with the pins, but you don't want to buy the whole kit. I think you got auto-corrected there. If it's negative where you are, everybody, yeah, if it's negative here in Mississippi, anything, then I feel really bad for everybody else. That's like, what's that movie with no, it's in one of those end of the world movies where the ice freezes people where they stand. That'd be kind of like that. Have you been using my essential grabby claw? I have not. Did Kim get a grabby claw on her gun? She did not. I don't know what she got. Hopefully, because I asked her, I was like, "You're not gonna even try for? I mean, are you gonna look and see if there's milk? Because we do have cereal." I never understood that. I don't really eat cereal that much, but all right, Gumby, have fun at your show. She has I don't know. Hopefully she just got cookies, candy, junk and stuff is what I always tell her to get. That's always I always add it to her list. If I see a list sitting around of grocery store stuff, which she doesn't go by anyway, I always write cookies, candy, junk and stuff. I did get, however, a week ago, I was way ready for it. I went and refilled, got a refill on my propane. I have 2 tanks. One of them's starting to get empty, so it was actually about time for me to do it anyway. So I have a brand new propane thing ready to go because I knew that would be the first thing out around here. The map just flashed at me. There's pink headed towards us. There's pink in Monroe right now. Oh, the pink schlong's coming towards us. Okay, a 12-hour forecast from now to... Yeah, that does not look good, does it? That's literally a cold-ass thunderstorm. Why? Okay, what about later? Can we go late? Yeah, we can go later. How do you operate this? 12-hour forecast. Why can't you swipe? Oh, there we go. Made it bigger. Oh. This is just rain though. Because this doesn't look like a schlong to me. Temperature. I need to be looking at a better app, don't I? Looks like Tennessee's getting hit pretty hard right now. But we've got some, there's like blue and then pink and then yellow, which I don't know about that. That's not good. That's headed right through Monroe right now, which means it's headed right for us. Shit. Turn, go back to normal. Let's see. We need a... No, that'll work. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave early. Maybe as soon as live's done, I'll try my best to just knock it out. Just, because this one's just going to be on small master key systems only. It's not going to get overly complicated. Numbers. Yeah, I'll try to do that. -7 degrees Celsius Monday morning will be the coldest. We're not going to get that cold. We're going to get cold, though. 25, 26 at night. Ew. What day is that? Monday is going to be in the teens. No, it'll be... What is this precipitation? This is participation or what? Is it? Wait a minute. This is precipitation. I'm not looking at temperature. Either which way, it's gonna be shitty for everybody. I did fill up we both filled up our vehicles. We learned a lesson from Katrina. Katrina, if you live through it, you will never not fill up your gas tanks before any event. In fact, I may re-top it off on the way home if they actually have any. Oh shit, we can bounce to that screen. Alright, let's go see what's going on. Everywhere. Everywhere! What's up, Kevin K? Are you cold? I know you're cold. You probably saw that thumbnail and was like, I feel like that. When you just had a schlong of your own go through there. Or a thunderstorm. We were looking at radar. Cheese curds. Cheese whips. It's cheese straws in the South. We don't eat cheese curds here for the most part. Now there are some like national or regional / national chains of restaurants that try to push off cheese curds. Who is it? Ran across it the other day, or recently. It was a new to the area restaurant. It was one of the... Heck, I can't remember. And I saw cheese curds. I was like, that's weird. Cheese straws are actually just like crackers in straw shape. They're not actually straws. They're just cheese straws. Hard to describe. What's a cheese straw? So they grind up cheese and make like a cracker consistency, like a thick cookie / cracker. Hard to describe. Cookie / cracker? Oh, Lord. You deserve banging your front end of your car up against the curb, lady. So it's mixed up into like a thick cookie cracker type thing, and it's made of kind of a powdered cheese stuff. So ma'am, are you just picking up coffee? Okay, 'cause you're taking up 2 spots. Idiot. Learn to fucking park your car, you dumb bitch. Sorry, that was mean. But still. Cheeto. Not really Cheeto, it's crunchier than a Cheeto. Dang it, Wes, what would you describe a cheese straw to be? MDF. Okay, Anthony knows. Just, I don't understand people. There's plenty of room to park correctly. Or did that other car take up another spot? These people drive me crazy. Not that we have a whole lot of customers coming in, but still, just there's lines right there, you know. Where's the camera? Oof. No, there's plenty of room to park correctly. I got my Gumby hat here, even though he's not here. You know, come to think about it, I was thinking, when you said Cheeto, I was thinking poof. Yes, it is like a Cheeto. Cheetos are crunchy. So yeah, but like wider and flatter. It's just like, imagine if you took a cake batter squincher thing, like and smear. That's it. And it just like settles into in an irregular shape. That is so hot. That is definitely an outside only hat. So question, if it's gonna freeze, so if we get thunderstorms and it rains and it pours and it's 38 but feels like 28 or whatever, does that mean it's gonna freeze? Because technically it's not, but it feels like. So if it feels like, wouldn't the water feel like it should freeze? Just wondering if I have to drive back on icy bridges. Hadn't seen this. I know everybody's been great with parking the past few weeks, and then we get today when we're not playing. Stop. It's making y'all mad. It's making me mad. Yeah, the snow's supposed to be tomorrow morning. It's supposed to wake up to a white Christmas, but not Christmas anymore. Let's go up front. Because I got to wipe that table off and see if I can move some of that stuff. Today's mission is cleaning off last name table, first name Clark. Whatever the hell's name it is. Wobbles. We did good with the mobile mic last week. Might as well bring it back permanently again, huh? Now that I've moved cameras around, Alright, except I don't have a whole lot of cord here, so I gotta kind of plug it in like this. Yep, nope, upside down. Oops, wrong side. Okay, so, okay, that one. Then this guy goes in this side. I don't know why I didn't give myself a little bit more cordage here. Push that guy in and connect it here. Yep. Okay, turn it on. It's kind of an important part right there. Let's check the battery strength. What are these? Double A's? I got a shoot load of double A's, but oh, it's low. It's low. Go ahead and switch them out now. Okay. It's so cold up front. I don't have my heater up front, so we got to make this quick. Dog! Where's the front? No. 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 You know, I don't have a, let's go ahead and set up a front south. No, let's set up let's set up a camera. Let me go into studio mode because I need to add a scene here. Let's go front. Nope, front south. We're going to duplicate that to window view. Okay. Yep. And then we're going to add in our video capture device. Right there. We're going to add existing GoPro. That. And bring it down. Bring it down! Nope. And then we're going to hide that. And that. And check it. Don't do it. Unless you're coming in here. Guess I'm going to go stand up front. Let me open the door so I don't have to fight the door on the way out to tell her not to park here. Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. It's people that sit there and think about it. It's like, why are you just sitting there thinking about it? Just read, yeah, comprehend, and move on. When I go into a parking lot, and I don't care if it's, I don't care what it is. If somebody took the time to put a sign up in front saying, hey, this is for you, and I'm not going to there, I'm not going to park there. I swear, half of these people will park in a handicap spot just to run in real quick. Whatever happened to the Jackson Street roamer? Oh, the one that was irritating us? I had the paperwork dropped off to me by the judge. He was kind enough to bring me said paperwork. Whereas this court conducted an initial appearance on June 4, 2025, of the pending charges of malicious mischief under requirements set up for a lot of legal blah blah blah, Mississippi Code blah blah blah. Have taken into account factors listed in rules, whatever, and determining the least or onerous conditions allowable to reasonably secure defendant's appearance or to eliminate, minimize the risk. Being at large, the bond was set. The bond was set in the secured amount of $1,420.75. Whereas the dickhead at the conclusion of his initial appearance pled not guilty and requested a trial on these charges. Upon agreement by the defendant, the trial on these charges was set for the 12th. At the time of the initial appearance, he was given written notice of the trial date and returned to jail. Court called for the case for trial June 13th. The defendant did not appear. Imagine that. Waited for him to appear until the end of the day or until the end of the docket. He didn't appear. Therefore, it was tried. That was the date. I guess I was there. Was that the day I went? I think I was there. I didn't have to stay all day, but I was only there for like an hour. At the conclusion of the trial, based on full evidence presented, found him guilty of malicious mischief and sentenced, entered the judgment of guilt and sentenced the defendant under rule blah blah blah. Makes a specific finding under the applicable statute based on the information at his initial appearance and evidence presented at trial that there were substantial and compelling reasons why the defendant cannot be safely and effectively be supervised in the community. Is not amenable to community-based treatments. He ain't going to do it, in other words, and poses a significant risk to public safety. Sorry, my bad. I should have looked down at some point. Is that better? I did not mean to double ping y'all with the audio. It is hereby ordered the court sentences the defendant to pay a fine, court cost, and restitution in the amount of $1,420.75 on misdemeanor charge violation, blah, blah, blah. Said payments is to be allocated as follows. $170 for the court, $250 restitution to the complainant. The bitch owes me $250. $1,000 fine equals that. Further order, defendant is to serve 6 months in jail, of which 6 months are suspended. The defendant shall receive credit as provided by law for any term served prior to this. Okay, the conditions. The defendant shall not come within 500 feet of this address for a period of 1 year. Defendant shall not have contact in any form, directly or indirectly, with the business for a year. The defendant shall not participate in any destruction or vandalism of said property or properties within 500 feet of it. Defendant shall appear in court when required and comply with all orders, shall commit no crime, and promptly notify the court of change of address. Failure to comply with this order may result, all in caps, may result in summons being issued for his appearance before this court to show why he should not be held in contempt of court. And he may appeal this judgment in 30 days, and he didn't. And he's back out because I've seen out again. He got arrested, picked up for something, I don't know what, and then he's back out again because I see a cone disassemble, one of those tall, skinny cones. I noticed that he hung up the it's on the fence over here. He shoved the cone upside down behind the sign. He hung up the base, which is an octagon, which caught my eye. He hung it up on the edge of the fence. There's a bag of garbage down the street here. That is now, I didn't see any of that on video. I just see it. So I know that's his handiwork. However, I can't say it wasn't already there for a couple of weeks. Either which way, he's already done broken us. Like, I've got him on video fucking with my window not less than a month ago. So at any given time, and that was vandalism. So at any given time, and he moved the camera, reached up, grabbed the camera, turned it down. That's vandalism. Technically, if I want to call it vandalism, I'm calling it vandalism. And he owes me $250. So that's that. Oh, no, wait a minute. Why did you do that? Yeah, we're talking about fun and crazies. And once again, we're not playing bingo. I'm sure. Oh, the door. That's why I didn't have the door propped open. I don't really like that camera like that. I actually kind of wanted it over this way. Hot cocoa. Kevin bought some Ninja Machine or Espresso, the pod things that were hot cocoa. I tried them once, but they weren't that great. Now, it may have been because it was a little weak. So what I'm actually going to think about doing is I'm going to go make some hot cocoa. But I'm going to double it up. Because you can make like 4-ounce shots. So I'm going to do 2 4-ounce shots and burn up 2 pods. That sounds pretty good. You know what I really wanted to do today was do Jason Cooks. Cooking with Jason. But in case you're wondering, I do have the 15-minute sign, a general 15-minute notice on one of those signs, because I knew it wasn't going to be busy today. And I found it finally. It was underneath it was on Iron Man is where I put my 15-minute sign. So it looks just like my parking signs, but it has 15 minutes. So people see that and go, oh yeah, 15 minutes. I'll only be at the coffee shop for an hour. That camera screen looks great. I got everything fit right. And if I do another scene like this, I can bounce everything around. So like I could call up different cameras. Camera 3, please reposition. Camera 3, please reposition. Goop. 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 I say I could automatically do that. That would be awesome. Camera 3, reposition, please. I actually can do that, and I guess I could. All I got to do is copy paste this and just do that every way, and I could reposition it. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Not right now, though. I'll do it right after live's over with. But no, I've got to do what should I do? I could do it now, but that's boring for y'all. Let's I actually don't have a camera. This one I never did. Yeah, it's much better with milk. But since everybody's out of milk right now. I probably could do that, Chris, with a script. Just to make it auto move around would be kind of cool. But I also could just copy paste the scene and make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 2 more actually I have available. And now that I know the GoPro will do its thing correctly, it never did back in season 2. Season 2, season 3, I tried it, wouldn't work at all. Seems to be working great. And I've got another GoPro I could do that with. I've got an older 8 that would probably be excellent. But the mounting, I've discovered the mounting. I've got that on a suction cup on the window up front, so it's just facing directly out. I just don't have a swivel for the base. So the suction cup only has a GoPro snap in, and I can't swivel it, so it's looking just straight out. There's no way to angle it. So once I get the appropriate connectors for GoPro to a swivel mount, because I've got a swivel mount, but it won't naturally hook up to a GoPro mount. So yet another little gizmo that I got to get to make that work better. And when I do find that, I'm actually going to buy another sticky, and then we can probably run one down there, and it would kind of mimic the security cameras I have. But yeah, I think in the meantime, I'm just going to go like split one. All right, so let's copy this. How do we do this? Duplicate. Yeah, split 2. Split 1. We're going to go boop, and then we're going to grab that guy, and we're going to shrink him back down. Yeah, bring it back over here. It's kind of hard to see on my screen, but boop, about like that. Yep. And then this guy, bring him back up. Doop, 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 doop. This is a little low. Looks like nose itches. Slight tweak here, slight tweak there. Yeah. So now that, and then we go back to this one. Perfect. And now all I gotta do is assign it to my button thing over here. I have a Westlock pinning kit right here. But why? Why are you doing that? Do you run in? Are you unfortunate enough to run up unfortunate enough to run up on a lot of that? I see it fairly regularly, and I hate it every time I see it. In fact, I just did a house with like 10 doors, and 7 of the 10 doors were busted or broken or seized. Unscrewed the screw from one of the knobs, and the screw snapped right off in it. And I was like, oh my God. So frustrating. Every time I have to deal with it, it's like so unnecessarily frustrating. Not to mention the weird ass plug shape on the back. Huff. Westlock is just so crappy. Everything about it. I've done videos. You know what? I need to get the keys out. Oh, the Joe Douglas unboxing. Let me go get it. Let's go see what Joe sent me. Joe, I haven't seen Joe. Joe, are you here? Are you here, Joe? Thank you for the box. I'm going to be careful this time. Wait, that's not. This makes a horrible box opener. Strike plates, lot 451. What the heck did you send me? Oh, wait, other way. I hadn't used him in a minute. By the way, Gerber kind of sucks, but they do have a bunch of weird stuff. Alrighty, thank you again, Joe, for sending me whatever you sent me here. Ooh, I see a 10. I see a 10. I love 10s. I wonder if there's lock stuff in here or there's actual. I do like these. These are awesome. You do, and they're individually wrapped. I was not expecting that. I was expecting them not to be individually wrapped. And I do love these things. So I got 3 different versions here. We got peanut butter. Ooh, I've never had peanut butter. I'm going to try that right damn now. Peanuts and peanut butter covered in milk chocolate. Peanut caramel and nougat covered in milk chocolate. I wish they made a dark chocolate version of these. Pecan caramel and nougat covered in milk chocolate. That one's my favorite. I like pecans. They're good. Oh, hey, Joe. Thank you. That was supposed to arrive by Christmas. Well, thank you for the Christmas present. We have some non-candy here. We got a few. Oh, are these the master? These are the master. You heard me say I didn't. I guess these are the upper cylinder keys. Is that what these are? I would assume so. They look a little funny for a quickset key. Huh, cool. I can actually make that thing work. Thank you. Pretty sure that's what those are without looking up any part numbers. I got me a Goo Goo cluster. Just making sure nothing's hiding in here. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like a deadbolt. Looks like a deadbolt. I was about to say you lied, Joe. You lied because you sent a deadbolt that probably doesn't have a strike plate. You didn't lie. Very good point. Thank you. You didn't send the strike plate. No strike plates in the strike plate box. How tricky of you. Thank you for the candy. The guru clusters. I'm going to eat the pecan. Oh, no, I really want to try the peanut butter. I've never had a peanut butter one before. I've had the pecan. Now I've had the peanut. I got to try the peanut butter. I got to try this. I was hoping it wasn't strike plates because, honestly, I have a shitload of strike plates. Best tasting strike plates I've ever had. I learned my lesson. Like, dang it, Wes got me that fancy box opener. And I almost cut the new chicken's head off, so I got to be careful. You know, got to be careful with that guy. In fact, I might need to take that home. Might be a good idea to take that home. You know what I mean? I've got a chainsaw and all that, but that would be good that Kim could use. Peanut butter it is. No, that's not peanut butter. Raise your hand if you like goo-goo clusters. Raise your hand again if you ever tried the peanut butter version. Dark chocolate would be super sweet, though. Not sweet, but sweet. Mm. No, so it is sweet. The original has way more calories than the peanut butter. I was expecting this one to be not way more, but 10 more. But peanut butter has more fat grams. Not that I give a shit. Pretty sweet. These are the kind of things I can't eat the whole thing of, you know? Because they're so sweet. It's like half and half. Almost all of it. Thank you, Joe. We got another unboxing. Actually, I'm gonna, got an antique lock in we gotta get open. Okay. Wait a minute. This is not an antique. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, who did this? I can't believe it made it without breaking off the base. Who did that? It's me! Oh my god. No, there's... Holy crap. Wow. Who did this? Okay, there is an antique lock in here. Here's my lock. I also included a 3D figure for you that my daughter and I worked on. Santa did me a very stupid thing and got her a 3D printer for Christmas. Now I have to help her do all kinds of things. Okay. Well, thank you. And actually got prepaid stamps back and money. Okay. Wow. Well, let us take a look at his antique lock. Thank you for that, but that's super funny. Was not expecting to see that when I opened it up. I thought this was. It's a little me. Yeah, Kim smelled the chocolate. Kim, did you see me? A little me? I can't believe it made it attached to the base. It's a little me. There's a little SC lock and key on there. I've always wanted a little me. Alright, this is a vertical rod antique with a key that doesn't work. Nice. I think he said he ordered this key online and it doesn't work. It doesn't even lift the front. There's a window there, so it shouldn't be too hard to make a key for it. And presumably when you turn the key, these guys go wee woo, in and out. And I'm assuming this is attaches probably to a puzzle piece cut out of a rod. Wee woo. All right. So bribing me, huh? Bribing me. It's all right. I'll take the bribe. For non-nefarious purposes only. Otherwise, I can't be bribed. Unless you send me a baby Jason. A little baby Jason. So I'm going to get to work on that. Probably Monday or Tuesday, depending on whether or not we're snowed in. It's funny. How did he know that I liked little figurines? I've actually used that on a customer before. It was specifically purchased so when somebody started giving me, where are you going, you jerk off? It is 15-minute spot. When somebody started giving me some kind of sob story about something, I got to use it one time on a customer. Very important to have that ready to go. Need to make the Jason one scream like the goat. Where'd I get the goat? It would go to a Barnes and Nobles. Bookstore. Books a Million. Any of those big bookstores. Up front, they always have a tower of different figurines. I've actually got I got a sad trombone too. There. I need to dust my counter. A Goonies key. Because who doesn't need a Goonies key? Kim has a cat floating around here on a Roomba. up front. Then I got a fire extinguisher for when we need a fire extinguisher. It just goes psh. And Dobby's head broke off, so Dobby's in critical condition right now. Cover your eyes if gore, you know, if you don't want to.
Harry Potter to be safe. Dobby remembers how it was before Harry Potter triumphed over he who must not be named.
Horrible. But, you know, I guess Dobby's used to bad things happening to him. Yeah. And the executive decision maker. Dang it, Wes got me that one. Is it gonna snow here? Why not? Stupid ass. Stupid question. You can find them at TJ Maxx for half the price. Just ask Mrs. TJ Maxx. She'll tell you about that. She'll be like, heckin' yeah. Because some of them are fairly expensive. So, yeah. If you like going to TJ Maxx. I just hate going to TJ Maxx. The goat sound was the same as the one in Taylor Swift parody video. Taylor Swift Trouble Goat Remix. I've not seen that. But I can see it. The goat's my favorite. We got a Christmas goat too, but it's not Christmas, so the Christmas goat goes up. Oh, speaking of, I need to add more Houdini up there. Oh, do I want to? Yeah. Well, I do need to dust. Yeah, I'm gonna dust that area. We're good. What's up, Ian Watson? It's gonna snow. Why not? Pfft, shut up. Why not? Don't ask stupid questions. I don't know. So let's put this and this and this up. Oh, we gotta go up front. The rain's creeping in. Oh, damn. Don't tell me that. Ain't raining right here. Ain't raining right here. Did the pink miss us, or is it still coming? Oh, it's skirting just north of us right now. Oh, it is completely, according to this forecast, we're gonna get mist. Yes. Ooh wee, unless it shifts, we have a big open area. Like, it's raining down below us and above us. As long as it keeps on doing that, we're good. Wow, that's lucky. Knock on wood. I hate TJ Maxx, but Kim loves them. So yeah, we're getting. Where are you playing? Like this big open area is passing right over us. So hey, you gone now? My heater worked. Told y'all. Shit. All I gotta do is. I don't want to push. So, well, Everybody do that. I know what it was. That's what it was. Everybody saw me do that, and they did it because they were like, why not? Let's try that. Worked. But nobody listens to me. Maybe they did because we were supposed to have a hurricane a while back, and we didn't. And I told everybody on Twitter to point their box fans south. So TJ Maxx is just boring to me. They don't have enough guy stuff in there. They've got just enough guy stuff in there to keep you interested for 5 minutes. And they've got just enough female stuff in there to keep them interested for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I always wanted to open a big store like that, like big, like, one of those big stores and have like bags and like have a guy side and a girl side, like purses and bags and over here tactical gear and tactical bags, mostly bag centric, pouches, guy workman type stuff. And then on this side have like fancy purses and regular purses, like all kind of purses for women and bags of all kinds, even suitcases and luggage. It would be an awesome store to go into. And then my twist of it would be make the female employees work on the guy side and make the male employees work on the female side. I don't know if that would work over well, but yeah, and in the back have like a cigar lounge, and then maybe have like a sports bar in the very, very back. And then whatever women like as far as martini type things or whatever. Yeah, it would be an awesome store. That could be the next whatchamacallit, Bass Pro. All I gotta do is, it sounds like a very expensive store though. Because our shit's expensive. Women's shit's three times as expensive. So, I mean, yeah, that would be one of those stores where you'd have to have like a lot of startup money to stock the store right. And opening it in a certain market like Jackson, Mississippi wouldn't do as good as like a heavier metropolitan type area. I still think it's a good idea. Not to be confused with Farm and Fleet. Yeah, but more bag center. I've never been in a Farm and Fleet. I've only ordered one thing from them online. We don't have them here. Why are you not turning on? Can a store, why are you not turning on? Turn on. Thank you. Can a store, that big of a store, be sufficient enough to pay? I mean, we wouldn't really want to have to start big. You could start with like a medium-sized store or a smaller footprint store, and then, get bigger as you go. But if you wanted the sports bar thing in the back and the cigar lounge, it'd probably have to be a pretty big store. They had auto lockout kits at a TJ Maxx. Wow, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, let's go up front real quick. Let me get the mobile voice thing going. Yeah, first responders. Would hate to be in their position right now because this is a busy time of the year for them. Okay, I was going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that, but it just switched on its own. So we're going to go ahead and do a mic check right there. I'm going to talk about as loud as I'm going to. I see that it's hitting the red, but not too badly. Since we've got the mic on now, I guess I'm going to go make some hot coffee. All right. See you later, babe. Mm-mm. 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 Not hot coffee, hot cocoa. Hack him, back him. All right, I'm gonna go up there real quick. I don't have a specific camera for it, but yo, I need a paper towel and a cleaner. That dang cabinet's rusted on the bottom pretty badly. It's sitting over there. You can't see it, but it's right there. Oh, you know what I could do? I could go to that other screen. I could go to this screen instead. Yeah, that makes more sense. Why white? Why couldn't they have made a different color one? I know it's off-white, but it's still... Just give me a graphite colored one already, and it'd be much better in my opinion. This pile needs to go to the vehicle. Oh, oh my God. There's chisel sharpening here. That. All right, everything in here is truck bound. This is a dormer. This is that dormer. By the way, I don't have one, right? But like somebody had mentioned, why don't you just buy a storeroom function? I don't know if he's here or not, but why didn't you just buy a storeroom function if you needed a storeroom function? And as I put in the comments, like literally there's a slide right here. This isn't it, but the LSDA version for the MLF 13 or 12, whichever one that was, I put a community post up. There's an open slot in the slide right here. And all you have to do is make sure the slide is on the right side. All right. So you make sure the tab, you push the tab and it comes over to this side instead of that side. And then all you gotta do is pop a little 1/8 inch rivet. You only have to drill a hole. Like nothing's changed. The rivet, 1/8 inch rivet fits right in the slot and keeps it from moving forward, thus locking down the handle into storeroom function. You want to change it back or you don't want it to be storeroom function? Take the mortise lock out and drill the little 1/8 inch aluminum rivet out, which would take way longer to literally take it off the door and do that than it would be to remake it the same way it's supposed to be. So if you're here, I had to answer them on that post, but that's why. Why wait a couple of days for me to order one? I had one. It worked perfect. Completely fine. No big deal. Totally redoable, you know. That's why I do things. I was like, why buy another one when I've got one? I'm going to have to buy another one regardless to replace this one. But why not use the money from that? This actually can go in there too. Instead of, having to pay for a new mortise lock or whatever, and then get your money. How about get your money, make it work, work fine actually, and then go later and buy it instead of making them wait for it, right? Right. I think so. All right, this goes right here. This is actually, Iron Man is kind of becoming the lost section, the section of locks that have no latches because I've stolen them to do other things with. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I really need to tend to this. You know what? I've probably got a box for that. Somebody was supposed to buy that, so I had it ready to install, and then they never got back with me on that particular house. So I got stuck with one, which is fine because I try to keep one or two of each color in stock anyway. And it's just been sitting in that plastic bag. And no, I'm back here looking right now for a BE365 box, but I think I threw them all away. Is this one? I did not. Here's one. Yay! Let me go ahead and take care of this right now. Right now. Let me show you all this. I completely forgot this was in here too. It's funny. Ew. Oh, I use this for a dump. Hold on. There's my soft thing for this. Yep, one of them anyway. Bag. And the plastic doodad. It's a Homer deadbolt. I ain't never heard of a Homer deadbolt before. Let's see where this one's going. Homer. Tailpiece is twisted. Imagine that. We're going to put this together. Basically, stuff like this gets added to my, hey, if I ever get really bored and want to do a video on something, I can just reach in this pile of locks and do a video on it. It has not come to that ever once yet, thank goodness. Stay too busy for just random videos constantly. But the old Homer lock, it's a quick set keyway. Homer. Y'all ever seen a Homer brand lock before? That's funny. Where is that box? Here it is. Oh, got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Quick set, electronic locks. Sewer smell back there. Forgot to bring y'all back up front with me. So split two. Well, let me check the comments. Check the comments before I go. How come the notify didn't go off? Are we okay? What happened? Bottom right camera was not working. Sure wouldn't. Top one's not either, is it? Is it? This one working? Oh. 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 Was that the only problem? Let me monitor this real quick because you know what happens when one goes down. All works. Okay. Well, JBot volume is on here. I don't know why JBot is not working. I don't think I can notify myself. Well, I guess I can. But the volume's not working. Why isn't the volume working? I have no idea why it's not working, but good. Let me go finish up here. We're not really working. I'm just moving shit around. Trying to get to the whiteboard so that I can do a video. All right, how do these normally work? Does that go in here? Yep, and then this goes in here. Unfortunately, I don't have a key for it. Wow. Like a jigsaw puzzle. No, don't fall off. Ha ha. Like brand new. Oh. Get in there. Ha ha. Like brand new lock. I need to write on here that this is a 365 619 no key. Never used. I promise. I need the tape. Oh, it's over here. Ah. So then you can come back here, probably. Probably actually needs to go in my truck. But for now, I'm just going to put it back here safely out of the way. Ideally, I would have made keys for it. And made a bunch of copies of the keys so that I could use them as a setup type situation. So like if I got to a job and they wanted one, and wanted it rekeyed, I wouldn't have to rekey it on site. I could just set the rekey all the locks to the keys that come with it and be a lot quicker than dealing with it on site. But I'm not going to do that. Or I could actually lishy it. Yeah, I could lishy it and do that. That might be the quickest way with that guy. Keep me from having to unscrew it and take it apart and rekey it. Lishy would be much quicker. Hey. How are y'all?
Pretty good yourself. Trying to get ready for this storm. You know how it goes.
Yep. Need some keys made?
Yeah, need 2 sets of these keys made.
Okay. Two of each one?
Yeah. Okay. 3 sets. I'm about to start that too, boys. I'm about to start. I had trouble getting in. They had a videotape that we've been laughing at. Beating with a tire and all that. Usually kick the shit out of it. Locksmith shot a finger that movie, The Matrix. 15 inch or whatever. Tiny little keys and shit. Yeah, that room full of keys, making keys and shit. We thought that was good. Executed in the truck. Under the December one. From here, Alexander, that was you all film. Just sticking it on the regular. Problem. Walker, the sea. Fifties retrofit. It's like areas right around the trains. Train. That is up the metropolitan area. Bronco. No, I don't think it's 100. That's how we do one. That's what company said. What is coming? 100. Sounds like you're going on a wilderness adventure. What kind of little one? Find out what they're going on. Luggage order. That is scary ass now with a big ass bag. Scary. That's what that shit is like. Where, but it was like. Josh and Todd are doing so. Oh, give me the key. What? I'd like they're gonna listen to you.
Man, you got a lot of theft going on in here?
We keep a lot of cameras up everywhere.
These are the original ones?
Yeah.
That's a weird key one. That's not like a butt on the end of it right here.
Every single one. Never got combination.
All right. Is that it?
That's it, sir. You V-logs too and all that too?
Hmm.
I see a little mic. So these other stations and stuff that we need to be at.
Yeah. Where y'all out of?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not going to get bad here. The only thing we're all worried about is the power going out. So
Ice up power. I think it's
yeah.
gonna be okay. Real bad up north. I think not too far.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. So
Yeah.
we're on the north side of town, man. That's where we're staying at. But
And right now, looking at the forecast, that thunderstorm is going right south of us and right north of us. So right here in Jackson, we're doing way better than probably everyone else will be.
yeah,
And
I think it's gonna probably rain more in my house than it's gonna be. Yeah, but New Orleans looks pretty bad now. Gonna be pretty bad.
so you should get an email. If you don't, check the
Yep, there it is. Receipt.
You got it?
Yep, that's what I need. That's for my expensive board.
Well, thanks for coming up here to help out if you need. Yeah, y'all be careful. Super slick stuff is slicker than Houdini. What were we doing before they came in? He was commenting about. Did y'all hear him comment about my cameras? You have a lot of cameras in here. 1, 2, 3. Did he count them all? He said 9. There's way more than 9. What's going on? When was that going on? Cucumber soda. Ugh. I've had something that was cucumber water. That's just not good. Not good to me. What's up, Lock Laser? Here in Snowmageddon. Your 16-inch of snow forecast turned into about 4-inch. Yeah, I'm wondering if all the hype, like I like Ryan Hall, y'all, and all that, but sometimes they if they overhype something, it causes a lot more anxiety than it should. And I heard him like talking about this is the worst weather that you're ever going to see in your entire lifetime. And I was like, come on now, that's a little much. You had a lot of cameras were in a casino. Yeah, you missed the casino part of it. I was cleaning the table off. Thank you. Hey, you work 12 to 12, so you get off at 12. So you're always going to be able to join in, like, towards the end, right? What time is it? 12:59. We don't have time to finish the table. Jason has to finish that. Thank you, J-Bot, for mentioning that. So let's go to this screen right here. Let me go up front and just to conclude this, we're going to bounce back to this screen. We're going to bring this back up, which is still appears to be working. Camera screens looks like we're good. So let me get up here and finish so that I can try to film this. Can't make any promises, but I guess if I'm going to get snowed in here in the south, then it'd be better to have a video to make while I was being snowed in. So let's put you right there. I was sorting this guy. This is like been sitting here for 100,000 years. And I started sorting the screws, and I never really got done with it. So I'm just gonna, I guess, box this up like this and move it for the time being. Still need about 10 more little boxes to do this correctly. And new deadbolt, new door lock. Let's put you over here. I can go in the truck. And rubber gloves and safety goggles can come to the back. Rubber gloves. Don't do it. Don't do it. Actually, I need to take some of these rubber gloves out, put in my truck too, so. Should I keep it or should I not keep it? I feel like it wouldn't hurt to have another one, even if I find my first one. For only $17. I mean, I make that, if I need one, I can make that immediately, right? So, I'm going to put it over here with my other rivet stuff. Like it's right there. And a couple of safety googles. I'll just hang these right here for right now. Find somewhere to put this guy. Where, though, is the question. Let's put it underneath the counter right here. Oh, perfect. I don't know how much you can see, but all right. 3 mortise locks that I'm desperately still trying to use for the Capitol from Gumby. Thank you again for those. Let's put those on top of that Dorma mortise lock. Oh, so close. This goes to the back. Kim's got a little pile of dirt and pebbles back here. Some of her planting materials in the back decided to spill open onto the floor. So she has a little task that she has to take care of. Ah, I forgot about the screws. Oh my gosh, y'all, let's go ahead and tear down last name table, first name Clark. Okay, here's another half lock. Woo! Woo! Ow. Oh, excuse me. Farewell. You know what, though? Actually, I'll take that back. Take that back. I wish I had a half-size version of that. I'm actually going to use this. I'm going to move this right here. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Let's move. Ow, I hit my toe. That hurt like hell. Oh. Is this thing over with? February 7th it is. No, oh, I can't move. Okay. Yeah, it's all right. Come here. Find a new spot for you temporarily. Oh, my toe. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's all still there. Release the brake. Ha 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 ha. All right. I guess I get to film a video, huh? I'm going to go ahead and put this back for right now. Good. Good, good. We accomplished the mission. It's accomplished. And switch back to this microphone. Yeah, we're done. Hey. Okay. The microphone was like. West, clear sign only takes 5 minutes of driving classes. You don't have to even physically ride with somebody. You do it by simulator. Is it? Did they stop the simulator? They couldn't afford the screen problem on chat again. Is that old chat? All right, let me clear it. Wonder why that one does that. Copy. Paste. Okay, let's remove. Yeah. Wonder why that doesn't work right there. Well, let's fix that while we're here, because that did that last time, didn't it? Whoa! Oh, no. Alright. Whoa! Filters. We need a effect filter. We need a crop layer. Layer. How do we do it? Image mask. Image mask. No. Did we? How did we do it? Let me go back to the other screen and see how we did that. You jerk. Oh, well, that is a 15-minute spot, but I bet you anything you ain't gonna be gone for only 15 minutes. No, not when they're going into the fucking restaurant. Alright, so that has, let me see, properties. Nope. Ha, they're not open, you shitheads. Copy filters. And then we'll go to this screen. Cancel. Paste filters. Didn't work. Image mask blend. I did that. Cancel. Okay, let's go back to this. Get out of that mode. Filters. Image mask blend. It copied. Why didn't it work? Because I had to go find the image mask to put on there. Where is it? Live stream layers. Oh, that's, whoop, wrong one. Filters. Open, browse. There it is. Ha 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 ha. If you Alt-Tab or whatever to get rid of the sign-in chat box, it might look good. What do you mean? Oh, Alt-Tab. That's just overlaying it with a. It's just overlaying it with a different screen. I don't know how it works, but it works. It's still in the shadow DOM though. We can't help that. Oh, there's a blank box over it. What is that? Oh, that's the thing. Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of that. Oh, then that came back. What? Ah, Alpha Mask Alpha Channel. Oops. Not just Alpha Mask. We have to Alpha Mask Alpha Channel. I didn't catch that. Thank you for catching it. I don't know how that hole showed up. That was weird. IDN fired the hull off it. Well, you use IDN hardware, don't you? Not an IDN Acme or IDN whatever. Yours is like hardware sales. I don't know anything about them. Wonder what they were doing to do that, to get all fired. No, we're not into overtime. We're about 15 minutes overtime because Jason needs to go film a Master Key video. Or try to film one. Try my best. I don't know if we'll get it out or not tomorrow, but hopefully everybody stays safe this weekend because it is certainly starting to drizzle out there. Want to pull up here, let's pull up the outside camera. Starting to get a little drizzly. So drizzle is not great by any means. We want to put that back the way it was so when we pop it open next time, fit the screen. There we go. They lost about 20 grand last month from you. Screwed up your orders pretty bad. Yep, King's Classic, stay safe. Mr. T, stay safe, stay warm, everybody. Hopefully you don't have to get out too much. Oh, James, restrictions are tough if they're making the image mask too. Whatever. That's kind of hilarious. What were y'all talking about IDN for, by the way? You know, CLK sells so much stuff that we don't buy, and there's such a difference in hardware variations. The only thing I really get from them, and I need to get some more actually, is MX. Pretty sure you're supposed to buy a certain amount of keys per year, and I haven't had to buy any for a while. But I do need some key and knob cylinders because last time I bought them, they were out of them, so I was just like, kind of hard to go without key and knob cylinders. So that's pretty much the only thing I get from them because I don't like JMA and they don't sell any other blanks besides JMA. And none of their lock brands I like or are familiar with to even that's not for me. That's a West Coast thing or a Northwest thing? I don't know. the okra prices are high. Well, you know what? If they would stop buying followers by giving away so much shit, then they may be able to lower their prices. But what are you doing? Do we have a Fondren crazy out here? They're a little overboard with giving away crap. I get giving away stuff every so often, but geez, what are you doing? All right, I gotta zoom in on this. Wow, don't pull in front of me so I can't see what the whack job's doing. Damn it. Really? Did you have to park right there? There was another spot literally beside there. You're wearing shorts. Bro. He really did. He really did have to park in the 15-minute. Well, actually, he's kind of taking up both spots. He's going to the cleaners. Did you? I hope your kneecaps freeze. They gave you a $200 gift certificate a week ago. Cookies for you, bro? Is that what you're doing? I mean, it's great for y'all. I've never bothered to, like, enter into it. I'm not going to do that, but, like, I've long considered them way too givey away, and I kind of feel like there's literally only... I kind of feel like there was only one reason they were doing this, to amp their numbers up on YouTube, because I can guarantee you a lot of those people aren't even locksmiths who win stuff, or they may be very, you know, like, oh, I picked a lock once, and then I see this channel, and oh, that hobby, you know, I stopped that hobby a while ago, but I'm going to keep trying to win stuff just, you know, because, hey, it's a free chance to win stuff. I mean, I did give away stuff too when I was trying to meet certain goals with the YouTube channel, but I don't know. Yeah, don't forget to disassemble. Thank you for that. I don't know. I kind of feel like they've stuck themselves in this position by thinking they have to keep doing this. Like, it's all about the giveaways for them. Nothing but, to me. I don't get that. At some point, just focus on the channel. Let things be things. Let your channel naturally grow instead of just giving away stuff. To keep people there. Lock force! Disassemble! Which is, you know, that's why my channel grows so slow, is because I don't give away enough stuff. I could easily post videos, give away. I'll give you a half of a goo goo cluster. It's peanut butter. You'll like it a lot. Subscribe. Make sure and hashtag. Go put some pants on, bro. Your knees look cold. All right, let's go back to the end screen. Thanks for being here, y'all. I appreciate it. They changed their videos so they don't have to make as many informational videos now. They just carve up their weekly giveaway into a ton of shorts that they can post in videos various places. And he also pays somebody to do all that, so... Now they just carve up the weekly into a ton of shorts. And you don't make nothing off of shorts. Hashtag Lock Force! You don't make anything off of shorts. You have to get a lot of views. Like, yeah, if you're pulling millions of views on your shorts, or even hundreds of thousands of views, that's a different story. But you have to have a lot of them, and you have to have a lot of shorts to do that. The ROI on what they give away versus what they make from the YouTube is way off. I don't know if they figured that I mean, it translates to sales. Yeah, a lot of it's sales. So I can see it on one hand, but on the other, they are a distributor. So they're making sales by having the numbers and by putting a video out, they're selling stuff. Kind of like when I did the video with the Lockforce door marker after I gave away a bunch of them. But some of y'all deserve it. So I gave y'all a bunch of them and I sold the rest. But it's okay. There's dude again. What are you doing? This ain't. What are you doing, dude? Who the fuck are you? I'm gonna get a picture while I'm zoomed in on you. You look like a crackhead. You're standing like a crackhead. You're 100% a crackhead. You're staying out of the rain, but you're also talking to yourself. Okay. Tweaking. You're 100% a crackhead. You're staying out of the rain, but you're also talking to yourself. Okay. Tweaking. We still have like 40 door markers, Fred. I got you one. I have to send you something anyway, so I'll send you one, Fred. Didn't I thought I sent you one, Fred? Pretty sure I did. Or you should have been on the list to get one. I'd have to go back and check, but I could have swore I sent one up. How can Thunder attract so many crazies? This is a fantastic question. Populous area. This area has a lot of people walking around. There's a drug and alcohol rehab place literally right around the corner from us that does meetings. There's a hospital. Fondren was originally an asylum, so it's like a magnet. Back in the 1900s or whatever, it was literally a loony bin right there where people would get thrown from jail when they were considered crazy and they'd end up dying in there. There was like 500 graves of unmarked people that they had to exhume that was found later on. The water. A whole bunch of reasons. Close access to the interstate so that they can go, beg or whatever on the intersections of the interstate. Nowadays, a fair number of vacant houses that they can find back in here where they can, break into and eventually set them on fire. So I'm keeping an eye on that guy. And I'm going to go film the Master Key thing. It's firefighter. You're blaming it on me, huh? There goes a cop right there. Yep. Turn around. Come back. Come back, Mr. Policeman. We might need you to run him off. We gonna call you regardless. Are you turning around? Tell me you're turning around, please, so I don't have to call. And tell that lady that works in the office where we really are. Camera, wake up. Wake up, camera. This camera's not waking up. Did you do a U-turn? Well, I guess he could always just go around the block. You didn't do a U-turn. Damn you. Alright, fine. If I have to call, I have to call. I mean, he's just staying out of the rain right now, but I can't really say much about that. They're closed. Fonder and Asylum. Can't remember what the name of it was, but it was Fonder and Asylum. Yeah, it was 100% an asylum here. Any ghost sightings? No. And I believe in ghosts because I've experienced it in Rocky Springs. If you look up Rocky Springs, Mississippi, I've been in the church in Rocky Springs, Mississippi, and experienced a paranormal event. I've been in the graveyard. I used to go there all the time for like camping. And we went back over the years when I was an adult, and I've experienced multiple incidences of will-o-wisps twice there, which is a strange light that just pops up in the middle of where there's not any light. Kind of like a great big lightning bug. It's where I saw a panther, even though there's not panthers in Mississippi. 100%. I saw one. Looked pretty much like a panther. May have been just a dark color big cat, but, you know, it's bullshit. They say, they'll swear up and down there's no panthers in Mississippi. I've seen one. And it was in that area. and yeah, the church that's apparently still a church. I don't know if it's still to this day. But anyway, the town got killed by yellow fever back in like 1900s. It wiped out the whole town. There's like a graveyard with the church. Apparently there's still people that go to church, but no, I've never seen a ghost here. Never gotten the chill of a ghost, you know. So, I guess that's a good thing, right? You haven't gotten anything other than the Christmas card since last year's Christmas. Well, that's super weird, because I'm pretty sure your name was on the list of things to go out for that. But I'll send you one. Shut it, Jay. Where's my thing? Well, y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. I gotta go so that I can do this. Y'all can't keep me here. Thanks again, Joe Douglas, for my package. Screw you, USPS, for not getting me stuff out in time. Eventually, we're going to connect J-Bot to AI, but I'm still scared about that. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe. I hope your power stays on. I'll keep my fingers crossed for everybody. Most of y'all's power does stay on up north because this is just common. Let's keep fingers crossed for us that it stays on because it's not common here. Y'all have a great one. We'll see you next week.